Hello and a very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what's happening in the field of science, technology, research and innovation in and around the country. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. From the development of a highly stable and non-toxic security ink to the winners of the Swarnajayanti fellowships for the year 2020-2021, we have plenty in store for you. But first, let's begin with the headlines. DBT Star College Mentorship Program launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh. The program will help towards the concept of networking, hand-holding and outreach to help students to innovate. INST Mohali develops a highly stable and non-toxic security ink. The nanomaterials-based innovation can combat the counterfeiting of branded goods, medicine, currency and other important documents. Efficient water purification technologies by CSIR NCL Pune, cost-effective technologies based on innovative methods can provide safe drinking water on a large scale. And Department of Science and Technology selects 17 scientists for the Swarnajayanti Fellowships 2020-2021. The scientist-specific fellowship will help the scientists to pursue basic research in frontier areas of science and technology. And now the news in detail. Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, recently launched the Star College Mentorship Program of the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. Designed to encourage young innovators, the program has been launched to mark the 75th year of India's independence. Through networking, superior teaching and hand-holding, the program will help young students to innovate in order to meet the challenges of the future. Here is a report.
The DBT Star College scheme was started in the year 2008 by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India to improve science teaching in the country. Under this scheme, the department identifies colleges with potential for excellence and provides support for developing infrastructure for academics and laboratory activities. Apart from this, students, teachers and laboratory staff of these colleges are also supported via training, visits to research institutes and industries, lectures by eminent scientists and workshops for students. At present, 278 undergraduate colleges across the country are being assisted under the DBT Star College scheme. In 2018-19, the scheme was divided into two categories, urban and rural, to ensure equal opportunities for applicants from both rural and urban areas. At present, the Star College scheme is assisting 55 colleges in rural areas and 15 colleges in aspirational districts for a short period of 2 years. Moving a step further in this assistance, the DBT Star College Mentorship Program has now been launched. In an online event held on November the 8th, the Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, launched this new initiative to commemorate the 75th year of India's independence. This mentorship program will help in embracing the concept of networking, hand-holding and outreach. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said that the DBT Star College Mentorship Program will help towards embracing the concept of counseling programs, networking, hand-holding and outreach. The scheme envisages conducting several workshops, meetings per month, hand-holding events at colleges, particularly in the rural areas or lesser equipped areas, and outreach activities across government schools in the country. The DBT Star College Mentorship Program is an attempt to take the scheme to every district of the country. This will help newer colleges to rise up as per the Star College scheme mandate. Star status colleges will mentor the new colleges through hand-holding and peer learning, helping them incorporate the vision of the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India in strengthening undergraduate science courses across the country and raising their standards to bring them into the star category.
An Indian scientist from the Institute of Nanoscience and Technology, Mohali, has developed a non-toxic security ink using nanomaterials. This longer-lasting ink can curb counterfeiting in areas such as branded goods, currency, documents, and pharmaceuticals. Due to the unique chemical properties of this ink, even common people will be able to differentiate between the real and the fake products. For more details on this innovation, over to the report.
From branded items to banknotes, medicines to certificates, counterfeiting is a frequently encountered issue. This is despite the fact that a special type of security ink is used to print all these things. Most of today's security inks are made from luminescent materials that are used as covert tags, which are invisible in daylight but become visible under ultraviolet light. However, most such tags are based on a single emission, making them easy to copy and not completely counterfeit-proof. To overcome this drawback, the use of luminescent ink with excitation-dependent luminescent properties, which includes both downshifting and upconversion, is advised. But most of the materials for this purpose are based on fluorides, which are highly toxic and less stable. However, scientists from the Mohali-based Institute of Nanoscience and Technology, an autonomous institute under the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, have developed a nanomaterial-based, long-lasting and non-toxic security ink. The research about this new security ink has recently been published in the journals Crystal Growth and Design and Materials Today Communications.
Currently, whatever the people are they made only one type of inks. Generally, they are invisible under daylight, but they will become visible under UV light. So, what we are doing, we are making some ink which is a security ink. What this ink will do, if you write any letters or if you make any patterns, those patterns can be looks like a one color under daylight, but if you excite with different color excitation wavelength like UV, NIR or whatever it may be, it gives a different type of colors. Because of that, we can effectively control the duplication of the products and they can act as the anti-counterfeiting tags.
A team of researchers led by Dr. Sannasi Naidu Boddu, a scientist at INST, has developed a non-toxic metal phosphate-based ink with excitation-dependent luminescent properties which are highly stable under practical conditions such as temperature, humidity and light. The ink is based on lanthanide ions Ln3+, doped GD1-XBIX-PO4 nanomaterials. The ink exhibits properties of downshifting as well as upconversion luminescence. Also, the downshifting luminescence color of the ink is highly dependent on the excitation wavelength, making the covert tag difficult to decode.
इसके लिए हमारे पास पहले भी टेक्नोलॉजी थी लाइक क्वांटम डॉट्स एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी, बट उन टेक्नोलॉजी में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स थी. उनकी लाइफ टाइम बहुत कम होती थी. वो टॉक्सिक मटेरियल्स होते थे, थर्मली एंड केमिकली कम स्टेबल होते थे. तो उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए जो सबसे बेस्ट टेक्निक थी वो फोटोल्यूमिनेसेंस मेथड था. तो उसके लिए हमने जो मटेरियल यूज़ किया है उसमें हम लैंथेनाइड डॉप्ड नैनो मटेरियल्स यूज़ करते हैं. ये लो टॉक्सिक होते हैं, हाई लाइफ टाइम होती है एंड एज वेल एज दे आर थर्मली एंड केमिकली स्टेबल. तो हमारी जो हमारी एप्लीकेशन है बेसिकली जो पैटर्न्स या फिर जो ओरिजिनल प्रोडक्ट को डुप्लीकेट प्रोडक्ट से अलग करने के लिए, तो उसके लिए वो फेवरेबल कंडीशंस जो होती हैं उसके लिए एप्लीकेबल होते हैं.
This nanomaterial based security ink emits light spontaneously. If this ink is used for anti-counterfeiting functions, it can provide better encoding and decoding capability and thereby improve the security ability. Thus, the newly developed ink has huge potential to combat counterfeiting. And the best part is that even the common man can find out easily that the document or product is original or fake.
Pune-based National Chemical Laboratory of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has been providing world-class solutions to the country in the field of chemical engineering since its inception. In the larger public interest, NCL researchers have also developed innovative technologies to provide good quality drinking water. These technologies can tackle various problems associated with the availability of pure drinking water across many regions of India. Let us see a report to know more about these technologies.
The National Chemical Laboratory was established in 1950 as a constituent laboratory of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Over the last 70 years, this Pune-based laboratory has established itself as a world-class research and development organization in the field of chemistry and chemical engineering. In the last 7 decades, NCL has researched and developed several public interest solutions tailored to the needs of Indian citizens and industries. To solve the problems associated with the shortage of clean drinking water in the country, the scientists of CSIR NCL have also developed economical techniques of water conservation and purification. The Polymer Science and Engineering Division of the Institute has designed an ultra-filtration Shuddha Jal system using hollow fiber membranes. This innovative water purification system, developed by NCL, not only provides up to 90% pure water as compared to conventional RO filtration methods, but also minimizes water wastage. Moreover, the system is driven by gravitational force and water pressure, so it does not require electricity, making it perfectly suitable for rural areas.
This technology works on gravity. In RO, you need electricity. In RO, you waste around 40 to 50% of water. Here the water waste is less than 1%. And in RO, you need maintenance. Here is no maintenance. There is no electrical component, so we don't use electricity. It works purely on gravity. It is useful for both housing societies, for institutions, where there are good number of users. Around, it can take care of any user from 500 to 2,000, 3,000, where membrane comes in various sizes. So we can take the size of more membrane size, more actually capacity size.
The Swastik water technology is another important innovation of NCL. Developed under the Water Technology Initiative of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, this technology uses modern science as well as Indian traditional knowledge. It is a hybrid water purification technology that is easy and cost-effective.
We at CSR NCL have developed a new technology. We call it Swastik, that is Safe Water and Sustainable Technology Initiative from Indian Knowledge Base for disinfection of water, that is for providing safe water. This particular technology combines the modern technology of hydrodynamic cavitation with Ayurveda knowledge base. We make use of natural oils having antimicrobial property, and combining these two, we get water disinfection in just 5 to 10 minutes, and the cost of this water disinfection is very low, comparable to the conventional methodology of chlorination.
Safe Water and Sustainable Technology Initiative from Indian Knowledge Base, or Swastik, involves the boiling of water using pressure reduction. It also uses natural oils with antimicrobial properties to purify water. This makes it an economical way of removing germs, bacteria, and other harmful elements from the water. During testing, the researchers found that this method was able to remove gram-negative E. coli, gram-positive S. aureus bacteria, and even AMR bacteria and difficult opportunistic pathogenic bacteria.
This is a pilot scale cavitation setup. It consists of holding tank, cavitation device, multi-stage centrifugal pump, and pressure and temperature measuring devices. When water is passed through the pump to the different cavitating device, then cavitation processes takes place. And cavitation is the formation, growth and collapse of cavities. And as the cavities are collapsed, high pressure temperature condition and in situ hydroxide radicals are generated. And along with this cavitation, natural oils which we have added initially, that combinedly affect the bacteria, and due to that bacteria get killed.
Swastik and the ultrafiltration Shuddha Jal techniques employ different methods to provide good quality drinking water and have been specially developed keeping in mind remote rural areas of India. lack of electricity, and lack of access to technology often hinders the availability of good quality drinking water in underdeveloped areas. However, the solutions developed by CSIR NCL can play a big role in filling this gap, as the solutions are safe, cost-effective, and don't need a constant power supply.
The Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, has announced the names of the young scientists who have been selected for the Swarnajayanti Fellowships for the year 2020-2021. The fellowship encourages talented young scientists of the country to pursue unhindered research in their area of interest. This time, 17 young scientists have been selected on the basis of their past work, innovative research idea, and potential to make an impact on R&D in their respective disciplines. Let us see a report to know who they are.
The Swarnajayanti Fellowship Scheme was instituted on the 50th anniversary of our independence in a bid to promote innovative ideas and research in different disciplines of science. Awarded by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, this fellowship is awarded annually to scientists to support their fundamental research in frontier areas of science and technology. For the year 2020-21, 17 scientists from across the country have been awarded the Swarnajayanti Fellowships. In the discipline of life science, Dr. Siddhesh S. Kamath of the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Pune. Dr. Sridharan Devarajan of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Dr. Neeti Kumar of CSIR, Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. And Dr. Nitin Gupta of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur have been awarded the Swarnajayanti Fellowship for the year 2020-2021. In the discipline of chemical science, the awardees are Dr. Madhusudan Maji of the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, Dr. Shakya S. Sen of the CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, and Dr. Chandramouli Subramaniam of the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. In the discipline of mathematical science, the fellowship has been awarded to Dr. Atul Abhay Dikshit of the Indian Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar, Dr. Moshumi Bhakta of the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Pune, and Dr. Ujjwal Kole of the TIFR Centre for Applicable Mathematics, Bangalore. The Swarnajayanti Fellowship in the discipline of Earth and Atmospheric Science has been awarded to Dr. Arvind Singh, a scientist from the Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad. Whereas the awardees in the discipline of Physical Science include Dr. Subhro Bhattacharjee of the TIFR International Centre for Theoretical Sciences, Bangalore, Dr. Pabitra Kumar Nayak of the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Hyderabad, and Dr. Shamik Banerjee of the Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar. The Swarnajayanti Fellowship for the year 2021 in the discipline of Engineering Science has been awarded to Dr. Rishi Raj of the Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, Dr. Mayank Srivastav of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and Dr. Amartya Mukhopadhyay of the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. Under the Swarnajayanti Fellowship, the Department of Science and Technology provides a monthly fellowship of Rs 25,000 to the awardees for a period of 5 years for supporting their research. Apart from this, a research grant of Rs 5 lakh is also provided to the winners for a period of 5 years. Grants for equipment, computational facilities, consumables, contingencies, national and international travel and other special needs are also provided as per merit.
And now let's have a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our segment Science Express.
Padma Awards for the year 2020 and the year 2021 were presented in separate ceremonies held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan on November the 8th and November the 9th. In all, 7 Padma Vibhushan, 16 Padma Bhushan and 118 Padma Shri were awarded for the year 2020 by the President. For the year 2021, 7 people were conferred the Padma Vibhushan, 10 with the Padma Bhushan and 102 with the Padma Shri. These awards are given to citizens for their outstanding contributions to various fields including science and technology. Eminent epidemiologist Dr. Raman Gangakhedkar and Air Marshal Dr. Padma Bandhopadhyay were also among the winners. The Vice President, the Prime Minister and the Union Home Minister were among the dignitaries present on the occasion. The Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, recently inaugurated a Centre for Bioresources and Sustainable Development at Keemin, a remote area in Arunachal Pradesh. Supported by the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, this centre will prove to be helpful in uplifting the socio-economic status of the tribal population of the Northeast. This biotech centre, covering 4 districts and more than 50 villages of the region, will benefit more than 10,000 farmers in the next 2 years. The objective of the centre is to conserve and sustainably use local bioresources using biotechnological tools. Speaking on the occasion, the Union Minister said that the Department of Biotechnology has also established academic linkages with ICAR and CSIR for efficient implementation of these programs, which will generate employment opportunities for potential young entrepreneurs of Arunachal Pradesh. The Indian Space Research Organisation will support the Uttarakhand State Disaster Management Authority to carry out satellite-based mountain hazard assessment. US DMA recently signed an MOU with ISRO's Indian Institute of Remote Sensing for the same. As per this agreement, IIRS will conduct satellite monitoring of glacier lakes, glaciers, landslide and avalanche risk areas in Uttarakhand for the next 2 years. With this initiative, this natural disaster-prone state will now be able to get information about disasters in time and thus better deal with them. According to an estimate, there are more than 1,000 glaciers and more than 1,200 small and big glacier lakes in the high mountainous regions of Uttarakhand. It is worth noting that in this year alone, Uttarakhand has seen the loss of 298 lives, while 66 people have gone missing in weather-related disasters. The technical support and training provided by IIRS will prove beneficial in dealing with various calamities and the other challenges associated with them. A recent study by the American Academy of Neurology has revealed that an anti-inflammatory diet can better maintain the cognitive health and reduce the risk of dementia. As people age, inflammation increases in people's immune systems, thereby damaging cells. The study shows that people who consumed a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, beans and tea or coffee had a significantly lower risk of developing dementia later in life. The research has been published in the online issue of the journal Neurology. The study was conducted in Greece on 1,059 people with an average age of 73 who did not have dementia. Each of these subjects was asked questions about their diet, and it was found that those whose diets contained more anti-inflammatory foods had a lower risk of dementia. The study proves that the use of better nutrients can protect us from cognitive disorders in old age.
That is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. You can send us your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, A50, Sector 62, Noida, Uttar Pradesh 201309. So we'll take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye for now.